After 10 long years, it's finally here. A proper Gmod Five Nights at Freddy's sister location map. Yo! Hey, yo, who's that handsome fellow in the mirror? Ooh. All right, hey guys, and welcome to another Gmod Five Nights at Freddy's review video. Today, we have a brand new Five Nights at Freddy's sister location map, and oh my gosh, I'm not even kidding when I say this. This might be one of the best Gmod FNAF maps out there. Obviously, we've had the iconic Gmod Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Day map, and recently, we've had the Gmod Freddy Fazbear's Forgotten map and also the Fazbear's Memoriam map. Both of those maps are still in my top 2 places, but this one might actually easily get 3rd place. So for the longest time, we've never had like a proper Five Nights at Freddy's sister location map. There has been a handful, but most of them haven't really been the best quality or only sections like the private room, for example. But this map is a proper, well put together location of the sister location, plus it has a ton of bonus content on the map. As you can see right here, we have a proper Circus Babies entertainment and rentals location above the sister location bunker. We also have Michael's house off in the distance. There is also the main road through the private room mini games whenever Michael is slowly decaying as Innard is inside of him, as he starts getting that purple color. We actually have that proper outside area right here, and there is also a sewer section where Innard eventually escapes from Michael's body into the sewer below. And we also have a bonus Scott bookstore, so there is a ton of stuff for us to check out on this map. So if you guys do want to check out this map for yourself, it'll be linked in the description below. And there is actually 2 versions of this map. There is the normal version, which I will be showing off in today's video, and then there is a night version. So if you wanted it to be nighttime, then you can install the night version. So both versions will be linked in the description below, but again, I will be checking out the normal map, so the daytime version. So where the heck do we start off? Because there is a bunch of stuff for us to check out on this map. Well, I guess first of all, on the surface, we do have this nice little town in the city. So you can see that there is some roads that connect up. So first of all, you have this house on the corner, which this is Michael's house. And then the road links up to all these other houses, which again, these are the houses seen from the sister location 8-bit minigame during the private room or the custom night. Whenever you see Michael walking down the street and then he slowly is rotting and decaying, and then Innard escapes into the sewer part right here. But on the other side of the street, we have a Circus Babies entertainment and rentals, and also this is Scott Cotton's books and more location. So I guess to get us started, let's actually hop on over to Michael's house. So this house is pretty similar, and it is not the same as the FNAF 4 house. This is just based off of the different rooms that we see of the house in sister location. So it doesn't have any of like the FNAF 4 layout or any hidden nightmare animatronics or anything. So when you walk inside, all the wallpaper in the house is completely green, and when you walk inside, we do actually have Michael's chair and also his TV. So after a long, hard night of working in the underground bunker, Michael can come home, sit on down, and watch himself some nice TV.
Another day, another dramatic entry in the lives of Vlad and his distressed mistress. Where will they go? What will they do? All of that and more happening now.
Clara, I tell you, the
So this is the entire episode of The Immortal and The Restless. However, visually, it is delayed like crazy.
That doesn't mean anything.
He sleeps on the ceiling fan.
Upright or upside down.
Yeah, you can see that the TV is kind of delayed, so that's the only downside, but it is really cool that you can actually watch the show from a sister location of The Immortal and
Will
The
Vlad and his
Restless.
distressed mistress find common ground? Tune in next time.
Clara, I tell you, the baby is mine.
Mistress find common ground? Tune in next time. Mistress find common ground? Tune in next time.
Oh, okay, and then it just instantly cuts off.
Another day.
So that is the only episode that plays, so hopefully in a bug fix they can actually fix that. But again, I think that is fantastic that you can actually turn on the TV and watch The Immortal and the Restless. But anyways, behind the living room, we do actually have a nice little kitchen area. So we got a fridge, a sink, a microwave, even a phone. Hello, hello, hello. Did you like and subscribe yet? I hope you did. We do also have a little pantry right here that has some yummy snacks. But anyways, if we go back into the living room, there is also a ceiling fan, but for some reason, every now and then it does just freeze in place. So there is a small, tiny handful of itty bitty visual bugs on this map, but they're not like super noticeable unless you just take the time to just stare right at it. But anyways, walking on through, we do actually have this back hallway that has a bunch of different doors. So first of all, if we go into this door right here, this is actually Michael's bathroom, another room from the house that we actually get to see in sister location. So we have the mirror with the sink, we have the shelf with the nice yummy toothpaste, we also have a nice lovely toilet, and then turn around, we do actually have a shower that you can walk inside of, and we do also have a nice cozy little bath. So who knows, maybe after Michael gets home, he likes to take a bubble bath with his rubber ducky, you know? Don't you guys? That's what I do. What, you don't? Okay, well anyways, over here in the back there is also a closet with a bunch of shirts hanging up, so that's kind of nice that there's a bonus closet in there. But anyways, going back into the main hallway, you can see at the end of the hallway there is actually a grandfather clock, and the first room on the right is actually just a small little laundry room. Again, there's some more clothes just hanging up in here. We do have a nice clock so we can know when it is 6 a.m. Yeah, we have a clock. And we also have a grandfather clock. I don't know about you, but I think this hallway needs one more clock. So anyways, walking on through, we do actually have two portraits right here. So I believe this one on the right is William Afton, and then the one on the left is Henry. Going on over to the next door, this is actually the main bedroom. So there is a desk in here with the guidebook. So this is the guidebook that Michael has, and you can see that he jots it down inside of it. So it is so cool that the actual survival logbook is just chilling in Michael's bedroom on his desk. And then we have a big old nice fluffy comfy bed, and then we also have a closet that we can open up, similar to the closet from FNAF 4, so hopefully there's no Nightmare Foxies hiding inside that closet. And then finally there is a door to go into the backyard. So this is a closed off backyard area. As you can see, there is a nice little porch in the back with some chairs. We have some more ceiling fans, some hanging plants, and again it is just a nice fenced off backyard area. So I don't think there's any secrets or anything hidden in this backyard. However, there is actually a bunch of secrets and Easter eggs hidden throughout this entire map. So that is basically it to Michael's house. Again, it is a pretty simple, but it does have the two rooms that are seen in sister location. Again, the main living room with the TV, and then the bathroom. So I gotta say, I love the attention to detail. But anyways, I think it's time we move on to the main course, and that is Circus Babies Entertainment and Rentals. So we have a proper building on the surface. So if we take a nice little look around this place, you can see that there is a fenced off area that lets you get around back. So I think there is actually a door right here. Yep, so this is how you would actually get behind the location. You would have to actually go through the back door of Scott Cotton's books. So let's actually go ahead and go into the front entrance. So walking inside, we have the reception right here. So again, Circus Babies Entertainment and Rental, this is basically a location where some customers would walk in and rent out animatronics to show up at different types of parties. Could be like a birthday party or just like a special party. Who knows? Maybe you could have Funtime Freddy show up to your wedding or something if you really wanted to. So you would come here, you would schedule time for an animatronic to get rented, and then the animatronic would get sent to wherever you want to be sent for X amount of time. So this is the only area that customers would be allowed in, because this is not Circus Babies Pizza World. Circus Babies Pizza World was a location before Circus Babies Entertainment and Rental, but as you know, there was some gas leaks, aka Elizabeth got killed, and they decided decided to shut down the location, and now it's just a entertainment and a rental location. So whenever animatronics get rented out, whenever they go to a party, whenever a child is left all alone, the animatronic will quickly and quietly stuff them inside their tummy and then bring them on home. But at least we do have this nice little waiting room, and we do also have some posters. So we have a Funtime Freddy poster, a Circus Baby poster, and I'm pretty sure all of the posters with the 3D models are the models from Help Wanted 2. We have a Circus Baby poster right here. Need a mascot? Rent one today. At Circus Baby's Entertainment and Rentals, we have several advanced animatronic performers that will fit right in at any kid's party. Just call to book in a mascot and we'll deliver it straight to you. Want to order in person? No problem. Just stop by at our location on East Avenue to make an appointment. So yeah, again, you can either come in person or you can call on the phone. And then we have a Funtime Foxy poster. Join us for a bite at Circus Baby's Pizza World. So yeah, that is actually a poster for the Pizza World location. But again, I'm pretty sure by the times of Sister Location, when Sister Location takes place, Circus Baby's Pizza World is closed down for good. Oh, we also have a Ballora poster right here. We have the iconic camera. We have the Circus Baby clock that can be seen in the bunker area. We do also have a speaker on the wall, so it could be like, William Afton, please report to Ballora Gallery. We noticed that you've been doing some suspicious activity, and we just want to make sure we're not getting the wrong idea. So if you could come on down, that would be great. But again, this is the only room that customers are allowed in. So back here, this is where all the main employees would be working at in this location. So you can actually see we do have a Afton's Robotics LLC logo slapped on the wall, and then we do have arrows that point you in different directions. There's the B1 elevator, load-in dock, restrooms, and locker room. So first of all, if we actually go beyond the reception door, this actually takes us behind the receptionist's desk, where we can either turn on some music. There we go, we got some music. It is a pretty faint, but it is nice. And then we can close the door. Sorry, we're not accepting you. So we got two little buttons right there. That's super nice. We also have a desk fan off to the side. We have another Circus Baby poster in here. So this is a pretty simple room. So let's actually go off in this direction. So the first room we have is this one right here, A187. And if we go inside, it is basically a simple janitor's closet. So it just has some shelves, it has a mop bucket, a broom, and a bunch of old boxes. So this is just a creepy old janitor closet, kind of similar, and also kind of gives off the vibes of the janitor closet from a Five Nights at Freddy's 1. So it is just really dark and really creepy inside that room. But if we keep on walking to the right, we have A183. So this is just a little storage room. Again, it has some shelves and some boxes. However, there is actually a locker in here that you can open up and hide inside of. So throughout the location, there is a bunch of these lockers where if you were like playing in multiplayer or something, you could actually run and hide inside of these different lockers if any animatronics were to escape from the underground bunker. Then we have the restroom hallway. So we have the male restroom. Ooh, hello there, handsome. And then we have the female restroom. Oh, hello there, beautiful. We then have some little drinking fountains outside, and then we have the locker rooms at the end of the hallway. So this is where the employees would go to throw on their uniform. So we have a bunch of lockers in here. We have another jumbo locker that you can hide inside of, and then we do also have like a little bit of a break room table in here where some employees could sit down and chill for a bit. However, there is a vent inside of this locker room, so we will come back to that vent later. So that's everything on the right side. So let's go over to the left side. So we do have this elevator, which we will come back to in a second, because right here we have the main office, which is William Afton's office. And this is the same office from the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Oh, this is so cool. Yo, William Afton, owner and CEO, and he also has a poster of Spring Bonnie framed above his desk. Oh, this is perfect. So this is where William Afton would mainly work at whenever he's not in the underground bunker. So we have William Afton's main office. Oh, again, this is so cool that it is based off of The Office from the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Moving on over, we do have a proper break room. So there was just a simple table in the locker room, but this right here is the proper break room. So in here we got some more tables, we got a coffee maker, a microwave. We also have a custom Funtime Freddy poster. Watch your head. Be sure to always wear protective gear when working. After Robotics LLC is not responsible for any injury, death, or dismemberment that may occur. We also have a big old bulletin board, and we have another locker that you can hide inside of. So going back out, we do have a vent right here, and you're never gonna believe it, but this vent actually connects up to the vent that we saw earlier from the locker room. Next to the vent, we have a door that takes you down to the basement, which is just a giant staircase. So we will come back here later because we're gonna go ahead and open up this big old door. So all we have to do is press this red button, boop, and then it opens up. Open the door. Oh, here we go. So we have a little back area of this upper part of Circus Baby's Entertainment and Rentals, and then we can actually close the door behind us. So we do actually have a breaker room over here to the side. Again, there's another locker that you can hide inside of. So basically, this is the breaker room on the surface location. Also, I gotta say, I love the custom doors on this map, how it actually matches the doors from the underground location, where it has like the tiny square window and the nice circle knob to open and close the door. So we have A191. Open up this door. It is another little storage room, again with some more shelves, some more boxes, and once again another locker that you can hide inside of. And then we can actually see through this tiny window Scott Cotton's books and more. So we can see that location. Man, I just want to go to Scott Cotton's, but here I am locked in this smelly old storage room. So we do actually have two more big jumbo doors. So first of all, this jumbo door right here is just a simple garage door. So if you had any trucks or anything that need to unload product inside, they would just back up in here and then you can unload inside. And then we do also have a exit door off to the side, so that way you don't always have to use the garage door. But the next interesting thing is this button right here. So if we open this up, this is elevator number 1. So this is the regular elevator, not the elevator from sister location, but just a simple elevator to easily lift boxes and heavy equipment from the top floor to the basement. So the elevator is a little slow, so this will take but a second. You can hear that it is working, and there we go, a nice simple elevator, and it does actually have some windows off to the side, and then we have two buttons that let you go either up or down. So we want to go down a floor, and inside we do have a Circus Baby poster, a speaker, and it looks like we also have a fuse box in here as well. So we just got a nice simple little elevator. Again, if they were moving animatronics between floors, they would use the elevator to easily move them up and down. Oh, this is so cool. And then here we are in the basement. Oh my gosh, the lighting down here looks so good and so creepy. I love the lighting on this map so much. So first of all, we do have this little exit doorway. So if we walk through here, this will actually take us to the staircase that we saw earlier. That way we can get back up to the main floor. But going back on down into the basement, we have a bunch of different ways we can go. So let's go into this door right here in front of the stairs. So if we walk in here, it is just a simple little storage room with a vent. So we will come back to the vent later. Then if we walk back over here to the elevator that we came down on, there is actually a storage room off to the side. So you can see that there is a bunch of shelves, a bunch of boxes in here. So this is basically just a giant storage room. And it looks like you can actually climb on top of the shelves. I don't know if these shelves will take you anywhere or not, but yeah, you can just walk around on top of all the shelves. I don't know why you would want to jump on the shelves, but you easily can if you want to. And there is actually a secret hidden in this room. So all the way over here in the corner, there is this arcade machine, Mystical Mangle. And you can see that it is actually the 8-bit Circus Baby minigame that you need to complete in order to gain access to the private room. So we will actually come back to this arcade machine later. So that is going to be very, very important. So that is just hiding right here in this storage room. But anyways, if we go ahead and open up this other big old door, this will bring us to the main elevator. Oh, this looks so freaking cool. And again, in this room off to the side, we have that vent that links up to the storage room from earlier. Oh my gosh, this looks awesome. Actually being able to see the main entrance to the elevator is insane, because that's something you never see in Sister Location, because whenever you go into Sister Location, you just start off inside of the elevator as it's moving down to the bunker underground. But actually being able to see like some sort of like top floor entrance to the elevator is awesome. So you can see that there's all these different buttons, there's a keypad, and we have the elevator and also the door. So you can either call the elevator up here, or you can open up the elevator doors. Oh, this is so, oh my gosh, that's so creepy. So there is the iconic fan on the roof of the elevator, and then you can see all the way down below into the void. Oh, hell no. And then you can also see that we do have hand unit inside here as well. And then we can close the door and open it from the inside by pushing this big old red button. So let's go ahead, close up the door, and then if we press this button in the back, it'll start the elevator. Oh, and then all the lights come on. We have the sound effects. Oh, this is awesome. The lights moving off to the sides. Yo, this is so cool. This is awesome. Again, this is definitely, I think this is my third favorite FNAF map on Gary's mod. The amount of detail, it is awesome. And then when the elevator is moving, if you walk up to hand unit, he will actually pop open.
Expediting. Casual bongos. Casual bongos. Expediting. Expediting.
So you can interact with hand unit. You can get him to turn on some casual bongos, and he will call you Eggs Benedict. Yo, but here we go down to the bottom. Again, this elevator is so cool. Oh yeah, we got casual bongos. Oh yeah, here we go. Uh-oh, danger up ahead. That's not super good. Oh, and then we have the music. And then the lights turn off and the fan stops. Yo, that is awesome. So again, if you want to go back up, all you have to do is press that same button again. But let's go ahead, push the big old red button, and step on outside. Oh, this is awesome. So this is the bottom floor of the main elevator. Yo, and then we can go back and we can close up the doors or open them, and then also call the elevator from down here from this little control panel. Again, this whole elevator shaft is absolutely insane. I love this elevator shaft so much. But anyways, once you're at the bottom, you actually have 3 different ways you can go. You can either go the normal way through the event where there is some caution tape that says danger, or you could take one of the doors on the left or on the right side. So to get us started, we will just go through the vent normally.
Motion trigger. Entryway vent.
Oh, and then you can also hear the voice saying that there has been motion detected in the vent. Oh, that's so cool. So once you get to the end of the vent, it opens up. Oh, and then here we are in the main control module. Oh, look at this room. This looks so good. We have all the TVs with the static. We have the inner mask, the Circus Baby clock, the fan on the back. Oh my gosh. This is so cool. And then we have the windows that go into the Ballora Gallery and also the Funtime Auditorium. So visually, this is another insanely good looking room. And then we do also have a security camera in here. And also all the security cameras do have the iconic red blinking light on them. Oh my gosh. Yo, this room looks so good. Oh my gosh, and it's only going to get better from here. So we can actually interact with the light and electric button. So first of all, turn on the light, and we can see that Ballora is not on stage. Oh, that's so cool. And then we have the Funtime Auditorium. Oh my gosh. That is so creepy because it's just solid pitch black in there. You can't see anything. Oh, I just electrocuted, so you can't actually electrocute the animatronics. Okay, I didn't mean to do it twice, and I just electrocuted that one. Can I turn on the light? That is not the light. Let me turn on the light. I want to see again. Let me turn on the light. Did Funtime Foxy go back? That'll be so creepy if you turn on the light and there's actually just an animatronic that just randomly showed up right there. Nah, that would be creepy. So you can either turn on the lights or you can zap the animatronics. Oh, that is so awesome. So where should we go from here? I gotta say, the elevator in this room, so far, my favorite rooms in this entire map. Like, visually, this is definitely the best looking one, but the elevator is so cool to go up and down on the elevator in that giant elevator shaft. So, I guess, let's go forwards. So, go forwards. The vent will automatically open if you walk into it.
Motion trigger, circus gallery vent.
And then motion trigger, circus gallery vent. Uh-oh. Danger up ahead. It's probably fine. What's the worst that could possibly happen? Open up. Oh, and then here we are. The circus control module. Yo! So here we have the main front control panel, which we can go beep and boop on it. Beep bop beepity boop. Beep bop beepity boop. We have the Little Joe and the Magician Man. And then we do also have another little light sensor and also a electric sensor. So if we press the lights. Oh. Okay. So the light button doesn't work, just like how it doesn't work in Sister Location. And then we have electricity. That doesn't work. Yeah, so Circus Baby has broken the controls in this little area. Also, if you look carefully, there is a camera on the outside focusing on Circus Baby, but it looks like it might be a little broken. That, or it's the light above that is actually broken. And then we have this little fan on the ceiling that constantly covers up this light, so that gives us the moving light effect that we actually see inside of this room. Oh, this room looks so cool. So again, this room also has some insane visuals as well. It's insane on how visually good this map looks. So let's actually go back to the main control module.
Circus gallery vent.
All right, thank you for letting me know someone's moving around in the vents. That's so cool that it actually has that audio for the motion detector. So go ahead and open up this vent. Now we are back in the main control module. Also, I think I can boop your nose. Yeah, you can. And then you can interact with the heads. Oh, and then the inward mask actually changes into the Lolbit head. So that is a Easter egg right there, because that actually happens in Sister Location. It is very rare for the inward mask to swap into the Lolbit head. So there we go. There's the Easter egg. That Easter egg does exist on this map. Yo, Lolbit! So I guess for the next room, let's actually go on over to the Ballora Gallery. So let me turn on them lights so I can see for a second. Okay, no one's inside. Open the vents.
Ballora gallery maintenance vent opened.
Oh, and then here we are in the Ballora Gallery. Oh, so we can see the window from the outside. And then we have Bellora's stage. So the back of Bellora's stage is a giant window. So you can actually see your reflection in the glass, but it is so dark inside of this room. So normally you'd have to be on the floor and then just crouch. Just crouch and keep walking. Oh boy. I hope no animatronics get me. I hope nobody gets me. I'm just going. I'm walking. Oh, wait, there's a light up ahead. So if you keep going, eventually you will see the breaker room door for Funtime Freddy. Oh, again, the lighting on this map is so freaking good. Oh, it's so awesome. So once you get to the end, you can open up the breaker room door and go hang out with a Funtime Freddy. And you can actually see that this breaker room is based off of the breaker room from Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 2. So you could either stand right here where you normally would in sister location to interact with the breakers, or you could stand over here on the side and use the megaphone to distract Funtime Freddy. So in here we do have the flashing lights. There is a Funtime Foxy poster. In the back we can actually see a Funtime Freddy stage, and then there's a bunch of wires and a bunch of electrical parts that Funtime Freddy can hide behind inside of this room. Oh, this looks so freaking good. And again, later we're gonna come back through this map, but I will have a full bright mode enabled so we can actually see everything fully lit up. But again, just having everything being super dark and creepy, oh my gosh, this is so awesome. Again, the lights on this map are so cool. So now we can walk back through the Ballora gallery. However, if you actually hug this side wall, so there's the vent that takes you back to the main control room. However, if you pay close attention, there's actually a door right here, and there is a gray button. If you press it, this will actually open up, and then this is a hallway that will take you back to the main elevator. So that is where the side door leads to. So this one leads to the Ballora gallery, and then the other one should lead us to the Funtime auditorium. So let's go ahead, open it up, and oh, there's a door right here, the scooping room. Oh boy, we're gonna have to come back to that room. But at the end of this hallway, press the button, and again, just like Ballora's gallery, this will open up the door. And for the Funtime auditorium, it is actually a proper checkered floor, where the Ballora gallery didn't have that whatsoever. So again, if we were to go through the vents, it should tell us
Funtime auditorium maintenance vent opened.
Funtime auditorium maintenance vent open. And again, we have Funtime Foxy stage inside, and there is some little steps off to the side, so that way you can actually get on top of the stage. But yeah, this room is so dark, pitch black. Yo, Funtime Foxy, Yendo, anyone? I feel like there's gonna be some type of character or something that's just gonna show up out of nowhere. But once you get to the end of the Funtime auditorium, there is the parts and services door. Open this on up. Oh. Ew. I don't like that sound. I don't like that sound. So it is super dark inside this room. You can hear that there's like this dripping effect. If you look very closely in the back, you can see that there is some Funtime Foxy endoskeleton parts. There is a Funtime Freddy's endoskeleton. And yes, there is a little Bonbon endoskeleton connected to him. Or if you wanted to, you can call this Yendo. There is also Ballora's parts on top of this shelf right here. All of Ballora's animatronic suit casing. Yo, I might have to take some of those parts home with me. Notice, this equipment is automated and requires a minimal amount of work to activate. If the equipment fails to activate, please contact your supervisor or a technician. So, oh my gosh, this is so freaking cool. So we do have some different buttons right here. So I believe if we press the green button, it will start the conveyor belts. And then if we press the red button, it will stop it. So this is how an animatronic will move through the sister location from parts and services to the scooping room. So I need me a test subject. So let's go over here to a sister location And who should we spawn in? Let's get, you know what? Let's get Yindo. There we go. We'll spawn in our own little Yindo. Hey, Yindo, how's it going, buddy? I also turned up the brightness on my flashlight so we can see a little bit better. So Yindo, you get thrown right there on the conveyor belt. So let's go ahead and take you to the back. So let's go ahead, turn it on, and it looks like it actually doesn't move ragdolls, so we can manually move him. Oh no, please, I don't want to go. I don't want to go to the back. Please, please. Oh no, oh shoot. So whenever you get close, the doors will automatically open and then they close behind. And you can also see that there is a little doorway in the back, so that way you can just normally walk around the conveyor belt and then get back here. And as an employee, you would inspect the animatronic, watch them as they move across the conveyor belt. So then they go from one conveyor belt to a second conveyor belt, and then this one will bring them to another doorway. However, once the animatronic reaches here, they will be stopped on this little platform right here. So as a employee, whenever the animatronic gets to this location, all you have to do, press this green button right here, boop, it will open up the door, and then the platform that the animatronic is on will be pushed outwards into the scooping room. Oh, so this is what Ballora was on whenever you were stuffed inside that spring lock suit in the corner. You can see Ballora getting pushed in here, and then you can see her getting scooped. So the animatronic gets taken right in front of the scooper trooper, and then it's gonna scoop you. No, please, please don't scoop me. So if we actually go back over here, we can press the red button to retract the platform that just got pushed outwards, and it will also close the door back. Now, if we walk through this doorway, this will actually take us into the scooping room. So this is behind the window where Innard is located at. And back here, we do have some scooper controls, and we also have the blueprints of the scooper from FNAF 6 back here. So this tells us how the scooper works. And then we have another doorway, which this takes us back to the first scooping room door that we saw from earlier, from this hallway that goes into the Funtime Auditorium. So we can actually interact with the scooper. So by default, the scooper is put up, but if we press the emerge button, the scooper will slowly unfold itself, and once it's in the proper position, you can actually use it. So it does take a second for it to unfold itself, so it slowly lowers. Oh no, not the scooper, not the scooper. And as you can see in here, we do have another light on the ceiling with a fan to give us that moving light effect. So the scooper is now in place, and then we can activate the scooper. Oh, so it does the little alarm, and then it will activate. Yo, it's the scooper. What's the scooper? Hey, Mr. Scooper, how's it going, buddy? So if you're standing in front of it, it will just straight up kill you. Yo, that is awesome. I love the scooper so much. And then also when you see how big this room is, you're like, wait, Michael, why don't you just like dodge the scooper? Because Michael just stands there. He's like, huh? What's going on? Why don't I just stand to the side or something? But no, he stands in front of it, and then he gets scooped. So that is basically everything to the scooping room. So unfortunately, we don't have like a spring lock suit chilling in the corner, so we still don't know what that mysterious spring lock suit is, but we do have this vent that leads us back into the Funtime Auditorium. And as you can see, this vent is also blocked up with some more danger caution tape. But if we move to the other side of the Funtime Auditorium, there is actually a secret doorway.
Access denied.
No, access denied! So we do actually need a key card in order to unlock the private room. However, there is some more secrets for us to discover. So behind Funtime Foxy's stage, there is this mysterious door. And there is also a door behind Ballora's stage as well. So if you were to open up these doors, these are some more back hallways, and these ones will actually bring you to the circus gallery, so we can actually access Circus Baby's room. So once we go inside, we can see that the floor is red and white checkered pattern. You can see that there is a handful of boxes in here. We have the circus control module right there, and then we have Circus Baby's stage. Oh my gosh, just imagine, it's because you never see this stage in the game. You know it's here, you just never get to see it because the lights are broken. Yo, and then we do actually have a little vent right here off to the side that we can go through to easily gain access to the circus control module. Oh, that's so nice. And then again, if we were to open up this door on the other side and walk through this hallway, this will actually bring us back to the Funtime Auditorium. Again, it's so creepy just imagining that there is actually all these pathways around. You just never see it because of how dark and how pitch black the sister location really is. Oh, you can also see that the Lolbit head turned back into the Innard mask. So I don't think there's anything that triggers the Lolbit head Easter egg. I'm pretty sure it's just a random event that can happen every now and then. So let's go back up to the surface. And now it's time for us to go back to the storage room. So again, if we go all the way over here into this storage room and go back to this arcade machine hiding in the corner, we can interact with it. And yo, we can play the mini game. Yo, what up, guys? What up? So I don't think we have a timer here, but we have all the children from the 8-Bit Circus Baby minigame. And we actually have to do some parkour and interact with all of them. So we have to touch all the children. That sounds really bad out of context, but that's what we have to do. We have to touch them and then they get okay, this sounds really bad. But basically we have to interact with all the children here. So we got to do some parkour. This is so cool. That's actually like a little Gmod event. Got to do some parkour. There we go. I got you. I got to do some parkour. Parkour. Hey, buddy. I didn't forget about you. I gotcha, pal. Oh, this is so cool that there is this bonus mini game right here. And also the fact that you can actually play it is insane. Hey, guys. Boop. Got you. Got you. Oh, got you. There we go. Hey, buddy. I got you. Let's jump up here. Gotta do some parkour. Let's go ahead and get you. Oh, shoot. Okay, wait. Hold on. I can jump back here. Jump here. And jump here. And then if we hop back down, let's get this guy. And then it looks like there's only 4 kids left. I just got to make sure I do not fail these jumps. Hey guys, how's it going? Oh shoot. No, I failed. No. No. So if you fail the minigame, then you have to do it all again. So the children should actually reset. So if we go back here, hey, yo, let me interact. Let me play my minigame. I think, okay, you have to wait for the actual arcade screen to light up because the arcade blinks on and off. So whenever the arcade blinks on, then you can interact with the minigame. All right, let's try this again. Child number 1, child number 2, child number 3. And once you reach the end, you can either walk straight into the goal or you get this guy. And then you have the ice cream block. Ooh, ice cream power up. So now we have to get the ice cream and go all the way back to the start. But if you listen closely, the music, it's slowed down. So we got to go all the way back to the very start with the ice cream cone. And once we get all the way back, hello? I got an ice cream cone. Oh, hi, Elizabeth. How's it going? Hey, you want some ice cream? Nothing bad's gonna happen, I swear. Oh, there you go. Get the ice cream. Get the ice cream. Ah. And just like that, Elizabeth is no more. So, I think we could play the minigame again if you really wanted to. But after you beat the minigame and see Elizabeth get killed, now if we go all the way back down underground, we should be able to open up the private room.
Access granted.
Access granted. Ah, and then it opens up. So this room will only open up after you complete the mini game. So this is it. The private room. Off to the side, we do actually have a bit of a map, which I actually have no idea what this is a map of. So it's just like a little, I guess there's like a secret or something right there. So at first I was going to say like, oh, maybe this is a map that shows you where the arcade machine is, but that wouldn't make sense because this is inside the private room and you have to find the arcade machine first. So maybe this might be a different secret on the map, or it's just a random texture for decoration. But we do have the main desk, we have the Fredbear plushie, we have the Circus Baby poster, and we also have the keypad. So if I press the keypad, can I press it? Okay, wait, hold on. If I turn on my HUD, 1983. Oh, there you go. So if you type in 1983, the FNAF 4 bedroom will show up on the monitor. So that Easter egg has been recreated in Gary's mod right here. Oh, that's so cool. Again, the amount of small details on this map are insane. Oh, and then this is a chair that you can sit down in, but I accidentally knocked it over. I'm sorry, Mr. Chair. I didn't mean to knock you over. But that's so cool that we have the FNAF 4 map. Okay, so we do also have all the different doors that we can close. So let's see. Can I close the vent door? Let me close it. There we go. And then we also have the other door as well. Okay, open the door. Open the vent door. The vent door is a little tricky to open and close. So let's go through the hallways of the private room. So first of all, in the left hallway, we do have a little storage room where you might either see some Biddy Babs or a Funtime Freddy, or heck, you might even just be fighting Ennard in this back room. All the way in the back, we do actually have a ladder that takes you up to the vent that lets you into the office. We do have a little curtain, so this is where Funtime Foxy would be, and if you interact with it, you can open and close the curtain, so Funtime Foxy could be inside, and then opens it up, and then runs straight to your door, and then we have another closet off to the side. So that's pretty much it for the private room. Yeah, it's pretty small, pretty simple, but it is so cool that this room is included. And if you actually go to the very back, there is this vent on the wall, which you can open it up and you can go through this vent, and this is basically a secret way to get into the private room. So you can see that the vent ends right here, which you cannot open this part, it is just a dead end. But if we keep on walking through the vent in this direction, this will eventually link us back up to the Funtime Auditorium. So if you don't have the key card and you want to get access to the private room without beating the minigame, you can just go through this event right here off to the side. So there is two events right here. The first vent doesn't open up, but the second vent, if you open it, that will take you to the private room. And again, they are just located in the corner of the Funtime Auditorium. So I'm pretty sure that is all the main stuff to see in the sister location. Again, this map is insane. It is so good. And it is so fantastic. So again, we are going to come back with a full bright, but for right now, let's return to the surface. So now that we are back outside, let's check out the location next door. Scott Cawthon's Books and More. And as you can see, this is obviously a reference to Scott Cawthon, the creator of Five Nights at Freddy's, and you also have the little Anim Dude logo on the sign. But if we go ahead and walk inside, we can actually see the Dream Theory from the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. If we walk around, we should be able to find some more secrets. There's a Dittophobia on the back wall, so it's just a nice simple little bookstore. But if we go behind the counter and go through this door, we have this back hallway. So back here, it looks like this is all mainly a storage. But if we go out of this back door right here, then this will take you to the back alley. And if we go through the back alley, we can open up this door, and this will take us back to the sister location from the back. And then it looks like there is a little alleyway right here that we can walk down. And if you keep on walking, this will just loop you all the way around to this playground that is just chilling in the corner of the map. So I'm pretty sure that is all that is over here. Again, just kind of expands the map. So it's kind of crazy on how much room there is on this map. We also have a ladder that will let you on top of this building up here, which I don't think there's any secrets or anything up here, but it's just if you want to get on top of the building, then you easily can from right here and get a nice view of the back of Circus Baby's Entertainment and Rentals. But anyways, what we need to do now is, do you guys notice something? This location right here. If we go all the way back down to sister location, take a look at this map. Do you guys notice anything familiar? Yep, that's right. The map is telling us that there is a secret in that back room of Scott Cotton's books and more. Oh, that's so cool. So let's go inside and let's go all the way over here. So we do actually need to go back here, and there's a secret. Oh, there is a doofus poster. So I think if we interact with this, oh, what the heck? Yo! So this is where Scott hangs out at. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, dance party time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, so we have a little secret area on the map. Yo! And then as you can see, there's a bunch of Scott's other games listed here. Chipper and Sons Lumber Co., There's No Pause Button, Sit and Survive, Doofus, The Desolate Hope, and then we have all three Freddy in Space games. Freddy in Space 1, Freddy in Space 2, and Freddy in Space 3. Freddy in Space Cosmos Collection, the original Freddy in Space trilogy, now all in one. Yo! And then we have a little back counter that has a little Fredbear plushie back here. We have a fan, we have the phone, and we also have some more monitors. We have a poster of The Desolate Hope, and then we have this glitchy wall. Yo, so yeah, I think this is just a bonus little secret room that you can find on the map. And then if you want to leave, all you have to do is go back through this door, and this will take you back to the Doofus poster. So that's kind of crazy. Like, imagine Scott owns this bookstore, but in the back he has a magical poster that takes him to this magical land. Oh, that's so cool. So there is a little hidden Easter egg on the map. So next up, what we got to do is if we go over to the main street, again, like I've already said, this will be the third time. This is the street from the 8-bit minigame that Michael walks down as he slowly rots and decays from Innard being inside of him, and then eventually he throws up Innard into the sewer system below. So if we want to get access to the sewers, we just got to keep on walking down the street, and then there is a sewer lid that we can open up, and we can hop on down into the sewers. So if we actually backtrack and walk through this way, this will actually link us up to the little sewer spot that Innard gets thrown up into. So this is where Innard first enters the sewers, and then he can travel through the sewer system until he eventually shows up in the back alley of FNAF 6. So I don't know if there is any secrets in this sewer system or not. It is a pretty big sewer system. So at the end, there's a doorway that we can open up. And then we have another door at the very end, which doesn't lead anywhere. So we have these two giant sewer pipes that we can travel through. So let's go through this first one. And if we walk through it, it looks like it does actually connect up to the other pipe. So let's just keep on walking. And then we have another sewer system on this side, which I think it's the same as the other one, but it's just mirrored. And if we walk to the end over here, we have another little doorway that we can open up. But, oh, there's a plush baby hidden at the very end. Oh, okay. Oh, hell no, not plush baby. You belong down here, bro. You're down here for a reason, I bet. So if we interact with the plush baby, we boop the nose, and then she disappears. Okay. So I have no idea what that does, but there's just a plush baby hiding all the way at the end of the sewers. And then at the other part of the sewers, as you can see, this area is blocked off, so you can't normally access here. But if you no clip, you can actually see a drawing of a Spring Bonnie, or I guess you could say like Shadow Bonnie or somebody, painted on this wall right here that you normally can't see. So this is another creepy little hidden Easter egg. So I have no idea what the plush baby does, but that is just hiding at the very end of the sewer system. Okay, I was kind of curious. So apparently there is a ton of circus baby plushies hidden throughout the map, and that was only one. So there's even more circus baby plushies hiding around the map that we need to find. Oh, wait, what the hell? Wait. Oh, exotic butters. What the hell? So wait, if you interact with the phone, it gives you a secret message. So that was like in the style of the FNAF 2 Save the minigame. Okay, I could not really understand that. So that spelled out something. I have no idea what that spelled out. I might need to check back the footage and go over it. But we have exotic butters, so I guess you get the exotic butters whenever you open up the private room. Can I interact with the butters? So I guess we actually have the exotic butters now chilling on the TV. But that was creepy. So wait, we could interact with that phone. I wonder if there's any other phones we can interact with, because I saw a good handful. I mean, there was the one phone over at the little doofus area. Yeah, this one over here. Does this one have anything? No, doesn't sound like it. We do also have these buttons on the side. Oh, okay, so these buttons will actually open up these big gates. Ah, okay, that makes sense, because then there's another one over here. So if you press these buttons, it'll just simply open up the gate. So that's how trucks can get in and out. All right, well, I guess let's go back down to the sister location. So let me go ahead and turn on a full bright. So now we can fully see everything on the map, fully lit up. So if there is any plush babies down here, we should be able to easily spy them. So this is back in the storage room. Again, doesn't look like anything's really changed back here, but at least we can get a nice, better view of everything. Oh, there is a plush baby. Okay, so there's a plush baby hiding in a corner of the storage room. Hello, how's it going? Boop. Okay, so that's plush baby number 2. Okay, there's definitely going to be some hiding underground. There has to be, right? Surely there is. Okay, so if we walk back out, this is the main hallway. And, oh wait, no, that's the elevator at the end. So if we go in here, again, this is the storage room. We have the staircase, which I don't think there'll be any plush babies hiding here. Then we have the main elevator. Okay, everything looks pretty normal in here. We then have the elevator shaft, which with everything being lit up, this looks so crazy. So I gotta find me some plush babies. I feel like I'm cheating with a full bright turned on. But again, I have full bright turned on because I want to get a better view of everything. So the main thing I want to look at is the Ballore Gallery and the Funtime Auditorium. So this is Ballore Gallery with a full bright enabled. So this is what the Ballore Gallery actually looks like. And again, behind the stage is just a giant mirror. But yo, look at this place. Look at it. It's so huge and then so empty at the same time. So at the very end, it's just the break room for Funtime Freddy. Oh, is there a plush baby hiding in here? I could easily... Oh, there is one! Oh! I was about to say, I could easily see there being one hiding in this room. So, that's plush baby number 3. Yo! Dang. Okay, let's go check on... You know what? Let's go to the circus gallery. So again, just gotta look out for plush babies. Oh, I already see one. I see you hiding in the corner. I had a feeling if there's going to be a plush baby anywhere, it would be in here, in Circus Baby's room. Hello. So that is what? Plush baby number 4? But again, it's so creepy to see everything fully lit up just because of how dark the location normally is. And then over here is the Funtime Auditorium. And as you can see, the Funtime Auditorium is mainly black checkered, but on the sides, it is actually red checkers. Plush babies. Hello? You in the vents? I guess we could go back into the private room.
Access granted.
Access granted. Any plush babe? No, I did not mean to sit in that dang chair. Any plush babies hiding in here? Kind of surprised that there isn't a plush baby back here, but to be fair, this area is pretty small. So yeah, I don't see any plush babies hiding in this back area. Open the door. I guess let's go over here to parts and services. There's got to be one in here, right? Oh, surely there's one in here. Like hiding on a shelf or something. Oh, and I just realized I left the conveyor belt turned on. So again, we can get a better look at Ballor's parts. Oh, I didn't even see this. I didn't even realize we actually have Ballor's endoskeleton just chilling right there. I didn't realize that. I saw Ballor's parts, but I didn't see her actual endoskeleton. On top of the shelf, we can get a better look at the Funtime Foxy endoskeleton parts. Open up this door. Oh my gosh, this place is creepy. This is creepy. I'm not seeing any plush babies back here whatsoever. So let's go into the scooping room. Plush baby. Is there a plush baby behind one of these boxes? I don't think so. What about underneath the desk? No, we can't open up these drawers. And then we have the scooper. Plush baby, you in here? No, I don't see a plush baby in here. So I'm pretty sure that's everything down here explored with a Fulbright enabled. Okay, I feel like I'm missing a plushie over here because there's one in Circus Baby's room. There was one in the breaker room. So I feel like it makes sense for there to be one over here, either in the scooping room, parts and services, or the private room. I don't think there could be one in the vents. Could there? No, because then this is a dead end. And then this takes you back to the private room. Oh, I didn't even realize it, but when you're standing here, you actually have the maintenance panel to fix everything right here on the side. Oh, I didn't even realize that because it's so dark in here. I didn't see it. But yeah, if you walk up to it, then you can start fixing stuff until you put it back down. Oh, that's so cool. Can we fix it? Let me fix it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yay, I fixed it. Let's go. Okay, I was kind of curious, so I looked it up, and apparently the phone over here does actually spell out find 5. So we need to find 5 Circus Baby plushies, and then this is the only phone that you can actually interact with in the game. So again, I'm pretty sure we've only gotten 4 so far. There was the one in the sewer, the one in the storage room, one in the breaker room, and then one in Circus Baby's room. So I just need one more plush baby. What? No! Ain't no way that's where the last oh my gosh, bro. I've been looking for this last plushie everywhere. Oh my gosh. So what you need to do is that's where this ladder comes in handy. From the back of Scott Cotton's bookstore, you go to the back, you go up this ladder, and earlier I was like, I don't think there's any secrets up here. What do you know? There's a secret right there. Oh my gosh, bro. So this is where the final plushie is located at. Hi, Circus Baby. There we go. So that should be all 5 plushies located. So now what? Do I need to go back to Mike's house? That's like the only thing I can think to do. Exotic butters? Do I get some butters? Oh, the phone's ringing. Is it gonna say find 5 again? Yo, what up? Yo, 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 who is it? Oh, we got music. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Oh, what the hell? What? Man, I'm kind of hungry. I could go for a midnight snack. What's for dinner? What the hell? So wait, after you find all 5 plush babies and interact with the phone again, the fridge opens. What's inside the fridge? What? What is this? What is this room? 5 fingers in my ass? What the hell? Bear 5, he is coming. Oh no. Samurai Freddy. Yo. When she touches your fun time ding-a-ling. But I'm scared. Oh no. What is this? We have a Scrap Baby Funko Pop, the Fredbear poster, the Lobit head. So this is where the Lobit head is whenever it's not in the control module. We have Edwin. I made the mimic. We have a Funtime neon sign. We have a TV over here with some more butters, but this one actually has, I guess, some blueprints or something on it. I have no idea. I guess this is like behind the scenes of making the map or something, and we can see the Innard mask on there. What the heck? We have a jukebox. What in the world? Yo. Oh my gosh. What is this? A filler text. Yap, 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 yap. The Dead Walk. Oh my gosh, wait, hold on a second. You can see King Carter, Emil Mako, Scott Cawthon, Lewis Dawkins. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, The Dead Walk. Recently, residents of Hurricane were left in shock after witnessing what seemed to be a grotesque, rotten man shambling streets and alleyways. Some witnesses believe that this figure may have been a next-door neighbor who was stated to have looked normal a few days prior, and his skin seemed to look worse every time they saw him pass by. These events have left a wave of wild speculation. Was this a prank, a severely injured man, or even something not entirely human? Local authorities have yet to identify the individual, but are urging people around the area to stay alert, warning against approaching this figure. Medical professions remain skeptical, suggesting severe trauma or an elaborate hoax, but with no concrete leads, Hurricane is left on edge. The neighborhood section in this map was originally much bigger and looked more suburban, but due to going past the brush limits and a ton of source spaghetti errors, the neighborhood was downsized into a long row, which actually made it more accurate to the original minigame. Filler text, blah 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 blah. Does anyone remember back before Pizzeria Simulator was released when there were some people generally thought that Michael was Springtrap due to some accidental robotics effect Michael's voice had during his speech? Yeah, the mic trap theory, good times. I honestly never believed it and didn't really like the theory anyway. It was always much cooler for William to be Springtrap. Why wouldn't he be? It's crazy how different things would have been if this theory became true. Maybe in a different timeline. Reminds me of the Foxy's a good guy theory and the phone guy is the killer theory. Don't know if those are niche or not. Oh my gosh, I remember those theories. Ah, good times, good times. I feel like the sister location bunker is not right below the Afton house. A map of the facility from the break room shows the Afton house and Fredbear's Family Diner being on the upper left side of the map, instead of the Afton house being directly above the facility. I personally believe the way to get into the sister location bunker would be through something more logical, like a small warehouse for Afton's rental company. It would also be logical for employees and technicians to enter and clock in from a public building, not Afton's house. Yeah, that does make sense. Also, I would have added a FNAF 4 section, but I've already seen a few good FNAF 4 maps on the workshop. The map from the break room in the original game shows a pathway connecting Fredbear's to the sister location facility. I don't know if this was just meant to represent that William owns both of these companies, or these locations could be physically connected. Like William has a secret entrance in Fredbear's that leads him to the bunker. I didn't feel like adding it because it felt a little too ridiculous. Then again, this is a franchise with a time traveling ball pits, Remnant, Fazgoo, and freaking Sea Bonnies, go figure. Yo, Mr. Hugs of Fazbear Entertainment. Say goodbye to messes and hello to Hugs. The Mr. Hugs Deluxe Suction Buddy is your new best friend for sparkling floors, stress relief, and questionable emotional fulfillment. After Mr. Hugs cleaned my house, I've never felt so empty inside. It hasn't stopped whispering my name since installation. The police took it as evidence, but it keeps coming back. Local daycare owner. What? Order now while supplies last. 1888 for Fazvag. Mr. Hugs. Cleanliness is just a hug away. Hey, yo. So there you guys go. I'm pretty sure this is the ending of the map. Oh my gosh, is that like a what is that? Baby gerbil, a doggo or something? What the heck? Yo, so if we want to leave, we can just exit back through the fridge. Oh, that's so cool. Yo, so I'm pretty sure that is all the main secrets on this map. Now, if there's any other secrets or references that I might have missed, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. But again, this is definitely one of the best Gmod FNAF maps out there. It's a nice, huge, big map and has a ton of different rooms, has the entire sister location. It is insane. I absolutely love this map. So personally, I have to give this map third place out of my all-time favorite Gmod FNAF maps. First and second place obviously go to the Fazbear's maps, that being the Fazbear's Forgotten and also Fazbear's Memoriam. Both of those maps just visually are breathtaking, but this one is also insanely wonderful. So this was a lot of fun. So again, if you guys do want to check out this map, and there is also the nighttime version, both links will be in the description below. I highly recommend you go check it out. This is obviously the best sister location map we have ever gotten, like a nice, proper sister location map. This is awesome. So hopefully we get to see more maps from this developer in the future, because this one was absolutely fantastic. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.